Well, welcome to a Saturday in New York City. It's April. It's the best time of the year because the NBA playoffs are underway. And here tonight, we're at a building called the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, host of Game 1 of perhaps the most compelling first-round matchup of these playoffs, and a matchup with two of the craziest and loyal fan bases in basketball. Playoffs presented by Google Pixel between the Knicks and the Sixers, and our first round is presented by ESPN Bet. Joel Embiid is back after missing so many games with knee surgery, but there are now high hopes once again in Philadelphia. And the 76ers, the 7th seed. Starting lineups brought to you by Modelo. And the Sixers are whole almost once again, but they've got Maxey and Lowry acquired midseason. Kelly Oubre and Tobias Harris, huge roles for this team now. And of course the big man, the three Villanova Wildcats, Brunson, DiVincenzo, and Hart, OG. And free throws for the Sixers. Great start for the road team. Sixers up 10, 5 minutes in.
NBA First Round is presented by ESPN Bet, the official sportsbook of ESPN, and in part by Burger King.
And Tom Thibodeau's going to challenge it.
He's about to lose it.
Timeout's been called. Challenge rolling on the floor.
NBA Game 1's at 1 Eastern. Heat and Celtics, then 3:30 Mavericks and the Clippers. Well, today's officials: crew chief Scott Foster, referee Brian Forte, umpire Sean Corbin, and alternate John Butler. No, he didn't miss many, but he missed that one. Yet a strong first quarter for the 76ers. They shoot 55%. Embiid has 15 after one. Here in Game 1, Sixers up 9.
15 points a game, over 42% for three.
Well, LeBron James and the Lakers, Game 1 in Denver against the Nuggets, coming up 8:30 Eastern on ABC, a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals.
And hopefully I get to talk about this more on the other side. But Tyrese Maxey, as he so often does, getting into the paint, using his speed and touch to get a bucket. Sixers up 4.
Tonight's unforgettable moment brought to you by Uber Eats TV.
So a season ago, Joel Embiid was the MVP. He was off to an even better start. 35 points per game he was averaging, over 11 free throws. His jumper is pure. His post game is devastating. He can put it on the deck and attack size and multiple defenders. He was on pace, Mike, to win his 3rd scoring title.
Here in the second quarter.
Mike, many people thought Miles McBride was unplayable on the offensive end. He's undersized, he's a gritty, determined defender. But Tom Thibodeau kept telling people, he's a better shooter than you think. Side step, one dribble, that's good. My goodness, Miles.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. First round presented by ESPN Bet. An electric atmosphere as expected here at Madison Square Garden for Game 1 of this best of 7 series. And here in attendance, Nick Roy, the Clyde Frazier, won a championship, won 2 of them with the Knicks in 70 and 73. John Starks was on that Knicks team that went to the finals in 94. Latrell Sprewell, the finals in 99. Larry Johnson, one of his teammates on that 99 finals team that lost to the Spurs, and a Hall of Famer, Bernard King, one of the most prolific scorers in franchise history. And the second quarter comes to an end. What a dominant second quarter as the Knicks outscore the Sixers 33-12. But right now, the number one story is the health of Joel Embiid. Off a dunk, went down in a heap, and immediately grabbed his surgically repaired knee. A spectacular play from this giant, but clearly in some pain. Went back to the locker room after laying on the court for a while. And we hope to have an update shortly. 2 quarters complete here in Game 1. Knicks up a dozen.
NBA First Round, presented by ESPN Bet, is brought to you
Night in New York City, game one of this opening round playoff series. Our first half stats brought to you by New Balance. Sixers went up by 13. Knicks stormed back in the second quarter. Neither team shooting 40%. But the Knicks turn it around in the second. Of course, the key stat is all about Joel Embiid after hurting his knee in that first half and having to go back to the locker room. And we welcome you back courtside here at Madison Square Garden with 9 of his 12 already here in the third, and Tom Thibodeau calls timeout. An excellent answer from the Sixers.
Yeah, showing some toughness right now, the Philadelphia 76ers. Some little mishandle. Josh gets caught out of position. Maxey attacks that. Dribble handoff, you see a ton of that. To the opposite side of the floor, OG chasing, but Kyle too good.
NBA first round presented by ESPN.
Having a big third quarter here. And timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Sixers right back within 3.
Tyrese Maxey does this better than anyone in the NBA. The right hand, right foot finish. No one's made more this season than him. And then for the second time this quarter, the drive away to the ridiculous reverse layup.
By T-Mobile, Doris.
Can we remember that Tyrese Maxey is manning the position full-time for the first time? How skilled is this guy? The most prolific two-man tandem, Maxey and Embiid. So, okay, I got to contend with that. Let me back dribble. Mr. Hartenstein, you're not only going to guard from 18, I'm going to pull you out to 20, and you're going to guard in space. Come on, man.
On ABC, 8:30 Eastern, Game 1, Lakers and the Nuggets from Denver. Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets trying to win back-to-back NBA titles. They'll face the team that they're able to sweep in that Western Conference final. Lowry, as we called him earlier, he's a bulldog. Say that with nothing but endearment. And Brunson looks like he's got a chance to get a layup. The quick hands, the quick strip. The end didn't work out, but still doing it at age 38. Bogdanovich checking to make sure he's okay, as he lost balance and caromed right into him. So we'll take a break as the third quarter comes to an end. Sixers outscore the Knicks 36-21 here in the third. Foul, challenging. And Tom Thibodeau says yes. Embiid set to check in. Knicks had a successful challenge in the first half. We'll see on this one. Right now, they lead by 2, early fourth.
NBA first round is presented by ESPN Bet.
And not as confident. He is one of the great jump shooters. He did not look good. Philly trails by 4. We'll be back.
A sold-out Madison Square Garden. They call it the Mecca. They call it the world's most famous arena. It's been alive tonight, and the celebrities always here. Jason Bateman sitting courtside. Tracy Morgan has not missed many games this year. He's here all the time, as is longtime season ticket holder Spike Lee. And Matthew Modine is here. He was back here when the Patrick Ewing Knicks went to the finals. And also always here, the great Steve Sharippa. And Red Run sitting courtside. Now we've got 4 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Well, Embiid able to come back from what looked like was re-injuring that surgically repaired knee. And Embiid had 29 points, 33 for Maxey. So Cleveland wins at home. The Knicks win at home. Milwaukee and Boston will both play tomorrow and try and win at home in the Eastern Conference playoffs. So coming up later tonight, Lakers and Nuggets on ABC. That game is underway. SEC football next on ESPN. For our producer, Tim Corrigan, director Mike Schwab, for Doris, JJ, and Lisa, and our entire ESPN crew, Mike Green saying good night from New York. A terrific start to this series, a terrific start to the NBA playoffs. Good night, everyone.